Abby Coquette. I'm 16 years old and I go to Wilmer Senior High School. I'm involved in soccer, just started this year. I used to be in cross country and track and gymnastics. Gymnastics is by far my favorite.
Abby is one of our high-level athletes here in Wilmer, and she is an extremely good gymnast. And she was playing soccer actually when she was injured.
I was going for a ball and so was another girl, and I'm a midfielder, so I have to go back and forth. And I was stepping to the ball and she was coming in from behind, and she put her knee in my knee and my knee twisted, and then I fell.
The day that she got hurt, you know, she popped back up right away. We were at that soccer game, and a couple people, the coach ran over and checked her out, but then she got up right away, and so we didn't think it was as serious as it ended up being.
After her injury, she had seen one of our athletic trainers, Jessica Slavic, who had raised some concerns about her knee, and so then she came to see me. And when she came and saw me, we did her examination, and I was concerned about the stability of her knee, and more specifically her ACL. And so we sent her to get an MRI and further imaging.
We obviously knew what it was. We had seen the image. We knew that it was the ACL. That's always a really, really tough conversation to have with athletes.
And I think, like she said, we just were like in shock. We couldn't believe it. And thank gosh Jessica was there, because, you know, she was the calming, and Dr. Slinkard was wonderful too. He was very, you know, we're gonna get through it. We'll get her through it. It'll be okay. So that, you know, then it was making the plans to have surgery, and I wanted to get it done right away. Get her in and have surgery and be on her way to recovery. That was my big push.
Typically, young athletes especially do well with reconstruction of their ACL using tissue from their own body. And what we opted to use was part of her patellar tendon to reconstruct her ACL. So she went through that procedure and did extremely well.
Something that Dr. Slinkard's really great about is knowing timelines. The nice thing about him is he was an athlete in high school and in college, so he can understand the importance of athletics. He obviously knows that your body is important and you don't want to overdo it, especially when it comes to injuries, because there is life outside of sports. But he also understands that sports in high school is important to people, and he's willing to work with students and with the therapy team and myself to make sure that the athlete is getting back to what their ultimate goal is.
We kept talking about gymnastics season because of how important it is to me.
We have a very specific protocol that they have to get through, certain goals they have to meet. But we also have to be careful too, because there is a certain amount of time that the graft needs to heal. So if we push things too hard too fast, we run the risk of injuring that graft or damaging what we've already, worked to reconstruct. So a lot of our protocol is set up as part of that healing process. And so, but once you get past a certain point, then it's trying to reestablish strength, range of motion, stability, proprioception, all those kind of things. So it's not necessarily always about a certain amount of time that they have to be off, but how well are they moving through their rehab, and are they reaching their goals?
It's definitely helped me staying positive throughout my whole entire injury, seeing the positives and not the negatives. You will get back, and don't get so down about it, because most athletes do come back like to where they were or even better. So you just have to keep an open mind and just be positive about the whole thing.
Yeah, you know, she was in here the other day, just seeing the little things that she has been doing, even just cartwheels. Right now I can tell my eyes are getting a little, I'll be afraid to see her the first time do something, but I just have to have confidence and trust that this team that has helped her recover knows that she's okay to do it, and I just have to trust that they've gotten her to the point where she can make it back to state. That's the goal.
It's one of the best things as a surgeon to see your athletes get back to playing the sports that they love to do. It's part of the reason why we do this. You know, that's our job, to get them back to that competition level. And it's very rewarding to see them get back, to see the smiles on their faces when they're competing and to watch them, be able to do those sports or those activities as well as they used to is rewarding.
All my coaches say that I have the potential still to do it, and Jessica keeps reminding me that I'll get even better than I thought I was. So I don't know, it's always a thought that I would love to go and do college gymnastics.